Hello chatbox out there, I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my weekend. On my Saturday I had a split shift. I was doing 9 till 3, 6 till 10. I got up and got changed and ready for work, had some breakfast, listened to a bit of music, was just playing on Pokemon Go and watched a bit of TV before work. And my dad was sorting stuff around the house. My mum was asleep, older brother on the Xbox, younger brother at his, older sister at hers, and younger sister up in uni. And my dad then dropped me out to work. I got to work and I got clocked in, and it started off really calm, quite quiet, and then it got so busy and we had a load of bookings and loads of people coming in, and it was a little bit chaotic. So I was mainly on the floor, running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and there was like 7 of us on shift. So there was a lot of us, and I'm glad that there was because it was so busy. And by 1ish it had calmed down again and I could actually breathe, and I got to get myself a drink, so I had a chai latte, and we then had a massive clean up and got all the tables put back together because we'd had big bookings, so we had lots of tables put together. And I finished at 3 and had a little break before coming back to do my second part to my split. So I got clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I walked home as we didn't have a car because my mum couldn't drive the car because my dad was watching my older brother play rugby and my older brother was using the other car, so my mum didn't have a car to come pick me up in. So I walked home, and on the way back I went off to the flower shop and I got some flowers out from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I love all the spring colours and it's just so lovely in there, always smells so good. Had a nice chat with the flower shop keepers in there, and also got a snap of the plant wall I love, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I bloody love that plant wall, all the lovely patterns, the greens, the succulents, the cactuses, it's just so great. I then went off and had a look around the chai shop, went to W.H. Smith's and to one of the book shops, and then I went off to the Co-op and got myself some lunch from there. I then made my way home. I then got back, got changed, watched some TikToks and some vlogs, wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my printed doll and had my lunch. And then I was just watching some stuff off Netflix, listened to a bit of music, just drawing and colouring in, and was just working on some illustrations and watching some funny dog and cat videos. My dad then got back from watching my older brother play rugby, and my older brother stayed down at the rugby club, and my dad then got to back up to work for my second part to my split, and I got into work, got back in, clocked in and put my bag coat away, and it was actually a lot calmer than the day shift, thank God. And we had about 5, 6, 7 maybe bookings. We had a walk of 6 people, but it was all good, and I knew a few of them, so I was chatting with them, and I was just running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables and doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and was just getting lots of clothes shops done. And because we haven't had the orange juices, the oranges that we use for the fresh orange juice machine, we haven't had any like ordered no delivery yet for them. We didn't have to use the fresh orange juice machine, which meant we didn't have to clean it, which is one thing off our closing down list, which we didn't have to do. And yeah, checkmate, love it. And so I was very happy about that, and so we were just getting lots of clothes shops done. It was me and 2 of my colleagues on the close shift, and I did the restock and also did a homemade lemonade with a little bit of guidance from my colleague. and also did a smoothie all on my own for one of the customers, and it was really good. I had a bit because there's a little bit left over, and it tasted so good. I then clocked off. I finished at 10, and I got my bag and coat, and I was supposed to finish at 11:30, but I had a split shift the next day no, not a split shift. I had an open shift the next day, and after doing a split shift, I was able to go home at 10 instead of doing it until 11:30. So I was very grateful for that. I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and got picked up by my dad. I then got back, and for tea I had a mac and cheese, and then I made myself a hot chocolate with cream and a bit of flake, all the bells and whistles, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so good. I love hot chocolate, definitely what you need when it's so cold out. Apparently it might snow this Wednesday, I hope so. I love a bit of snow, I'd love to have a snow day. And then I was just watching a bit of Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway, which is so good. They are so funny, they just crack me up. And finished writing my journal, put it away, and was just sorting my Pluto doll. And I haven't been watching Casualty for a while. I've sort of deleted it because I've kind of fallen out of love with Casualty, unfortunately. I might go on BBC iPlayer and try and watch a few, but for now maybe I should just keep them. I should have just kept them on record. I don't know. If I want to, I'll get back into it. It's one of those shows where you can dip in and out and stuff. And yeah, so I then was just listening to a bit of music, did some drawing, a bit of colouring in, and then I was just watching a little bit of Netflix, and I was watching a film called The Backup Plan, which has J-Lo in, back from 2010, which is 12 years ago, which is insane, and it's such a great film, and I am obsessed with that film at the moment. Love a bit of J-Lo. I mean, she's just a goddess. I then went off to bed, and then on my Sunday I was doing 9 till 3, and I overslept, and so my dad called up, he was dropping me to work, was like, "Are you ready for work yet?" And I was like, oh my god, it was 8:54, and I had work started at 9, so I quickly got ready for work in like the speed of light. I was actually ready in like a blink of an eye, and actually got to work, and I was only 4 minutes late, and I was like, oh my god, but it was fine. Got clocked in, put my bag coat away, and it was actually quite calm. We had quite a few of the workers come in, so I was just chatting with them, taking their orders, and just having a good catch up with them, and was just serving food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and was on bar, so doing a lot of drink making and pint pulling, and made a few cups of tea, and yeah, it got quite busy, and we had quite a few bookings, and we had quite a few like regular bookings that come in each Sunday, so I was sorting them out and getting them sat down, and we had the roasts on, so of course we were taking lots of roasts out to people, and yeah, it went really well. It was a lot calmer than it was yesterday daytime, thank god, and it was quite chilled, and had lots of chai lattes. That was my fuel to keep me going, and there was 4 of us on, and it went really well, and I finished at 3, clocked off, got my bag and coat, and my dad picked me up, and I'm now off for 3 days, off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm so happy, can't wait to have those few days off. Back in Thursday doing 10 till 3, off Friday, and then back in Saturday for another split shift, my second split on a Saturday in a row. And yeah, I got picked up by my dad, and we then went off to Tesco's so I could get myself some lunch, and on the way there we saw my grandma and my uncle driving past, as my grandma and uncle had been in to see my grandpa in hospital. And we got to Tesco's, and I got some flour sats from there that I'm going to show you guys now. love the little flower section so much. All the lovely colours, it's just so pretty. I also got a snap of the little plant section they now have there, which is so cute. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I absolutely love it. I love all the succulents and cactuses. They have these little dinosaur little cactus things, and then these little like owl pots that have some little flowers in at the bottom there that I didn't see. When I took the photo, I didn't actually notice them, and so tomorrow I'm planning to go up there and hoping, fingers crossed, that they're still there, to get the little white dinosaur little like figure with the cactus in, and then one of those little owls. I'm hoping they're still there, otherwise I'm going to be absolutely gutted. They should be, but of course Tesco's closes at like 4:30, so I got back, posted the photo onto my Instagram, saw it and was like, oh my god, I need to get back out there and try to get them, and of course it was shut. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's there, or I might just have to try order a little dinosaur plant pot thing online. I'm sure they'll probably have some more stock out back, but we'll have to see tomorrow. So I'm going to be going up there to see if I can get those tomorrow. And then I got myself some lunch, bumped into one of my friends, I was chatting with them, and then I got home and my grandma was over. My uncle dropped her to ours after they'd gone and seen my grandpa in hospital, and he stayed for a bit. He then went off home. I then got changed, had my lunch, wrote a bit of my journal, did a little bit of colouring in, and was just listening to some music and doing a bit of drawing. And then I sorted out my Blue Dot doll and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos, listening to a bit of music, and then I ended up falling asleep on the sofa as I was absolutely cream crackered, and I just can't wait to have these 3 days off. And on Wednesday I'm going in to visit my grandpa in hospital with my grandma. I was supposed to do it on Monday, but then my grandpa was having a bit of a bad day, so I'm going to be going to see him on Wednesday instead, which I'm looking forward to seeing him. And then we were just watching this Liverpool v Manchester football game. Liverpool won, I think, 7-0, which is insane. And then my mum was getting the tea ready, and we had our Sunday roast, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Sunday roast I had now. It was so delicious, can't beat a Sunday roast. My older brother and sister and our family friend were supposed to be coming to the roast, but they're still down at the rugby club. My older sister had one of her rugby final league games, and their team won, so they're probably down there celebrating right now. And my younger brother came over and stayed for the Sunday roast, and his girlfriend's currently away skiing, so she couldn't make it, and younger sister's up at uni. And it was such a good roast. We sat at the end, had the heaters on, little radiators that we have out there, and it was still so cold out there. And I came upstairs and literally felt like I was in the North Pole, because my radiator for some reason wasn't on. It's only on like 2 because my bedroom does warm up really quickly, but still I needed a little bit of heat to help me because it was just so cold. And then my younger brother dropped our grandma back to hers, came back, and my mum, dad and younger brother are currently watching the darts, and I had a custard slice and a cup of tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so good. I love a custard slice so much. I then finished writing my journal for today, put that away, sorted my Blue Dot doll out for tomorrow, and then I was just working on some new illustrations, did some more colouring in, find it so therapeutic, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Dancing on Ice and then Love Island, and then going to be heading off to bed. I can't wait to have a nice lie-in tomorrow morning and not have to set an alarm for the next 3 days, which is going to be so good. I hope you guys have all had a fabulous weekend and all have a lovely week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.